started to become ill back in 2013 when he was an integral part of the Catalans side. He played 97 games for the Dragons. He played nearly 50 games for Newcastle in the NRL, and twice Scott Giroux was named in the Super League Dream Team. He was one of the best halfbacks of that era, and the sad news this week that he has passed away. And the crowd in Toulouse, everyone will pay their tributes with a minute's applause in memory of Scott Giroux. What a player he was before he was forced to retire in 2015. You certainly locked horns with Scott Giroux a few times, didn't you, in your career, John?
Yeah, obviously the last-minute conversion at Langtree Park, as it was back then, just a memorable moment. He had so many memorable moments, but I think his biggest legacy, Stuart, would be his reputation and how well liked he was within the game. Fantastic fella, and sadly missed. A tragic story.
Okay, so we're ready to go. Big crowd, heavy rain, big derby. Everything at stake as far as bragging rights are concerned, as John Wilkin mentioned, but a huge moment as well for the Catalans captain Benjamin Garcia. 300 career appearances. He has been a terrific servant, a one-club man. 14 years with the Dragons, and back tonight as the Spuro Bichet gets us underway. And we'll see just how the conditions. They used to 38, 39 degrees. In old money, it was nearly 100 degrees in Toulouse yesterday. A little different today. And here is Ashelbot already making their intentions known. They will have a go, and they will try and play, as John Wilkins suggested.
It's quite surprising, though. I was thinking with it lashing down the first set, you're just going to see more of this. Dummy half carries, one out, maybe just get to the end of your set. Well, not for Toulouse. Setting up shape early through Joe Cater, and Ashelbot out the back of everything.
Yeah. Well, Rumelas and Belmas in the front row. Big units. But Catalan will be looking for a vast improvement on their performance last week. Kick downfield from Jake Shorrocks, and yeah, that defeat at St Helens, a depleted St Helens. They folded, didn't they? And John Cartwright was hugely disappointed with their effort, especially in the second half.
Yeah, I think it's been quite alarming. 4 defeats on the trot, and John Cartwright will really be focused on how they defend up and how they compete in the defensive areas of the game. That's where they need to improve. Like, mind-blowing, isn't it? 65% on the win predictor for Toulouse. That shows you how their form is. Penalty here. Yeah. Just a high shot. But
high shot, and already they're getting involved. The Kane is there, the Can's involved. Bit of pushing, bit of shoving. That's what we like in a derby. The passion of Toulouse and Catalan in the first couple of minutes, and that's what you would expect.
Yeah, absolutely. 3 men in the tackle, just slipped up high. It was Clement Martin who... They're just going to check here whether there's a little bit of argy-bargy after. It's definitely a high shot from Cater. There's no doubt that's high. He just cuffs him around the neck. Now the question is what Garcia does.
Yeah, I think the referee is going to just bring both captains out just to give him a few words early on. Let's listen.
You come running in, and then players from your side as well. I'm not going to have 80 minutes of players running in. Get the message across. Come on.
Well, there you go. Whether it'll make a difference or not, I'm not so sure, but a penalty only.
Yeah, we've seen it clamp down, haven't we? People running in and causing scuffles and melees. We saw a few from Saints Wigan at Magic Weekend, so the referee's obviously acutely aware it's a bad look, looking to clamp down on it. But Catalan with the first shot at some good ball here. And this is where Spirabisha will be tested. Stuart, not used to really playing that full-back position, but he's going to have to get on board with Sexton and Dodd.
Yeah, here is Frank Maria. He certainly adds some aggression, doesn't he? If there is any trouble, he won't be far away. Sexton, that was a poor pass. Picked up by Martin now, trying to find a way through. Clement Martin. Only his second appearance of the season. His first was last week in the defeat at Saints. Now Lewis Dodd and Fartape couldn't keep hold of it. And I think that may well be the first of many errors tonight as the rain continues to hammer down in Toulouse.
Yeah, it's a poor ball from Dodd. Fartape's probably got to take it, but just forcing things. John Cartwright would want them to build pressure, get to the end of that set, box Toulouse into a bad position, and then front load all of your energy in defensive areas. It's just a cheap turnover from what was a great attacking position for the Catalan Dragons off the back of that high tackle from Joe Keita. They certainly have to wave up defensively. This is where they've disappointed me this year, is they've signed a lot of young players. Lipovic, for example, I thought they would bring defensive energy but wouldn't have the quality with the ball. It's been quite the opposite.
Yeah. Well, they're already making plans, aren't they, for next year? John Cartwright already making plans for the next 2 years for the Catalan Dragons. I think the way that Toulouse have performed this season, I think there's a case for Sylvain Hules being one of the coaches of the season. Effectively, with a few additions, it's a championship side, isn't it?
It is, but they play with freedom and confidence, and the coach gives them license to play how they want to play, and they look free. It's a great kick from Sharks. What a year he's had, by the way. Yeah. Tough start to his career coming through at Wigan. A lot expected of him. Didn't really deliver, but he's really settled in the south of France.
We might be able to hear, just have a listen to that on our microphones at the stand as well on. The rain is absolutely lashing down, and it's certainly going to affect the way, because I think there's little doubt that given a dry surface, we were expecting a points fest tonight, but let's see how it works out. Here is Maria once more, just over halfway. Tisson. Here is Garcia. And Sexton involved, Lipovic, and he's had a really good season, to be fair, is that Lipovic. Last one, as the rain gets even heavier. Sexton goes high. Now all these will be really testing Ashel Bott, beaten to it by Makinson.
Yeah, it looked like he was taken out though, didn't
I think he may well have been, yeah.
It's just too easy for Makinson to come with that ball. We saw Ashel Bott come flying into the picture. He's taken a knock here. Just obstructed by one of the Catalan chasers who was just putting some pressure on Ashel Bott, just trying to get in the frame. He's had an exceptional year, as we said.
I think it may well have been Ethan Quay-Ward, wasn't it?
I'm not sure. It's Roger Smith, I think, who's just run into...
Well, Quay-Ward was trying to protect Ashel Bott.
Yeah.
I think it was Roger Smith.
It was Roger Smith, yeah. Well, anyway, it's a penalty for Toulouse. Sharks will get the chance to just relieve, just to re-emphasise, in these conditions, there's some simple things you need to get right. You need to carry with intent. You need to really focus on your grip when you're playing the ball. And you need to kick and chase and defend aggressively. Maybe not naturally in both of these sides' instincts to play like that, but whoever adapts better to the conditions will win here.
Yeah, trying to find a way through, but look at that, listen to that. No let-up at all. That was Rumenos. And there's a mistake. I think it may well be okay this time with a knock-on, and we're going to see a lot of errors, aren't we, in this game.
Yeah, you just got to not play as far into the line. When you're attacking, just give the person who's going to receive the ball just that fraction of a second more time, just to get a good look at it, get a grip on it, get it pouched before contact. Maybe both sides being a little bit guilty of taking the ball too far into the defensive line, just giving defences a chance to have a shot on the ball area.
Well, the pitch is holding up well. Speaking to Sylvain Hules yesterday, John, he was saying that that this was expected around kick-off time, and there is a danger perhaps of thunderstorms later on. So whether we're going to get any let up or not, I'm not too sure. That's another knock-on and another mistake, this time from Solomona Fartape. A bit of pushing and shoving. Tommy Makinson involved. Spuro Bichet's there. Paul Ulberg, Lacan. It's going to be one of those games, I think. I think Catalan are going to challenge this, aren't they? As to whether the ball was lost by Fartape or not. So we'll get a look at this.
It looked to have hands in the ruck, didn't he? And as Fartape's fighting to play the ball, so he's a strong carrier of the ball, gets to ground, and now it's what happens on the ground here. I think Jassom's got his hands on the ball. He's got a fair grip on the ball. For me, that's not a ball steal.
No.
I don't think he's intentionally stole this ball. He wraps him up, doesn't he? As you do with somebody like Fartape, you've got to wrap the ball, take him to ground. He's got a good, clean contact that's near the ball and around the ball. And then he's got to get his arm out. I mean, actually, yeah, I mean, the more you watch that, there's a potential that, does Deschamps need to actually grip onto the end of the ball here? You just see his arm. Does he grip onto the end of the ball when he pulls it out? We're having a good look, Stuart.
Yeah. It's a difficult one, isn't it? I think when you think about it, though, that...
Yeah, no, for me,
Jassome was okay.
He's just exiting the ruck, mate. Manning,
his arm's on the ball, Stuart, without a doubt. It's just whether this is a ripping motion to get the ball out. My worry is that he's gripped his fingers around the end of the ball. Like, why would you do that unless you had some intention to maybe just try and dislodge it? Yeah, I feel like he's had a little pull at it. The more I'm looking at that, the more I feel like he's had a tug at it. Fartape, without a doubt, has a responsibility to carry this and keep hold of it. It comes out too easy, but...
Well, I think they're going to win this captain challenge. Yeah, the challenge is successful. I'm not too sure that there was enough to overturn the initial decision of the knock-on, but there you go. Captain challenge successful. Penalty to Catalan.
Yeah, I think what got Jassome was when we came on the lower angle there, you could see him just grip around the ball with his fingers. Has it just been trying to pull his arm out and not re-grip the ball, I think it would have been fine. But it's another opportunity for Catalan. Good ball position, and they just need to control this possession now.
Yeah, first real opportunity for either side in the third French derby of the season. 7 minutes in. Allen it was with the charge. Here is Sexton now. Lipowicz. Good tackle from Shorrocks. And from Jassome. Garcia. What a servant he's been. The captain retires at the end of the season. Going to become the sporting director at Catalan. There is Roger Smith. Well, we apologise for the loss of pictures, but there is a lot of rain in Toulouse, and
rain and cables.
Yeah, rain and cables don't go together,
Not
do
a
they?
great mix, no.
Lots of rain and lots of cables. But the good news is that we're back in business, and it's still 0-0. And we played around 8 to 9 minutes here at the Stade Ernest Vallon. And here is Jassome. Shorrocks on the last now. Pressure on Aspuro Biche and on Makinson, the ball goes backwards. Is that going to be a try? Now the question is, I think Lacar, who managed to get the ball down, is going to go up as a no try. My initial thoughts were that it was a knock on from the high kick, and the referee has decided, James Vella, to throw it upstairs. Video ref Matty Lynn will make the call. We're just waiting, aren't we, to find out what the verdict will be.
I think they're having a few issues with the video referee as well. James Vella now looking up to the big screen to maybe just get a view of the decision that's been made or watch the play unfold. It was certain, wasn't it, from the kick that it was a competition between Ashall Bott and Tommy Makinson. They needed to compete and compete hard. So how the ball came out, that's going to be the question. So the video referee is going to have to make a call on this. We've currently not got access to the replays of it, but you're right, Stuart, it certainly looked like a knock-on. Our instinct suggested that it was a knock-on. Toulouse managed to ground the ball. It all depends on what the video referee sees and what review he can make of that decision.
Yeah, obviously problems with the video referee and problems with the replays, simply because of the weather. Gremlins in the work, no try on the field. From what we can gather, the video ref is able to actually see the replays, but we aren't. That seems to be the situation at the moment. Here we go. I think normality has been restored. And let's see what's happened.
Okay, so it's tackle 5. We've got an on-field decision of no try. If we can go back and pause the ball on the foot, please, from the kick. On camera 3, please. Pause the ball on the foot. Can we go back to camera 3, please, and pause the ball on the foot? Camera 3, back to where, and just pause it on the foot, please. Pause it on the foot. Go back, just pause it on the foot for me. Okay, so we can see there's 2 players off in the middle, but Ashall Bott and everyone to the right is onside, so we can play on from this point. Just looking at a possible knock-on, can we go to a tight angle on this, please? So, camera 4, please.
Yeah, the escort by Fatape just needs to be action bait.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Okay, so just go back onto camera 3, please, and we'll look at the line of run from Solomon Fatape.
It's out of my control, guys. I know.
Camera 3, please. Yeah, so we've already established everyone's on side to the right and Ashall Bott's okay. We can play on from this point, please. So if we just look at the line of run from Fatape, he runs a lateral line which is equivalent to an escort, and just confirm that there is a knock on there from Ashall Bott, which there is. So it's going to be no try, but it's going to be a penalty to Toulouse for an escort from Fatape. Thank you, I made my decision.
Penalty, boys. Penalty for the escort.
Well, there we go. It is a no try because there was the knock-on by Ollie Ashall Bott, but it will be a penalty to Toulouse because of a block by Solomona Fatape on the chasing Toulouse player. So after all that, no try, but a penalty to Toulouse.
Yeah, it's a tough call that on Fatape. I think he's entitled to just wander in field. It's whether he's impeded the oncoming chase. Matty Lynn judging that's been the case. So Shorrocks will take 2. They'll just settle Toulouse down. They did a very similar thing last week at York, didn't they? Just when they got down there, took points, went 2-0 up, and then that was a storming first half for them after they settled into it. So smart play here from Shorrocks in tough conditions. You're in a position to get away with 2 points, get away with 2.
Yeah, absolutely. Take every point on offer. So to take the lead, Shake Shorrocks, as you would expect, straight through the middle. So Catalan giving away the penalty. Toulouse lead by 2 points to 0.
Yeah, as I said last week, this is how the game started for Toulouse. The 2-point signalled a spree of tries leading up to half-time, and they'll be looking to put some points on here on the Catalan Dragons. As I said about Toulouse, something I've loved about them this year is the combination of ball movement through Oli Achol-Bot, through Shorrocks and Lacan, through the mid, you know, their spine really moving the ball well. And then up front, the power. It's great to have Belmas back in their team. Lambert Belmas has been exceptional for Toulouse in 2026.
So 2-0 it is. And Aspuro Bichet will get us underway once more. Difficult conditions. Reminding you, Toulouse win, they go above their big rivals into 8th in the Super League table on points difference. And what an achievement that would be. Marion. Here is Joe Keita. So career reborn for Keita, isn't it, after his spell at Hull?
Yeah, 2 really bad Achilles injuries back-to-back as well. So just great to see him playing and enjoying himself. And you know, he's full of industry and toil.
They are still trying to move the ball out. Quay Ward brought down just inside his own half. Olberg now. And Shorrocks under pressure will get the kick away. It's taken by Kotrich on that far side for the Catalan Dragons. I think it's going to be a bit stop-start, isn't it?
Yeah, it was a great kick. Pressure from the Catalan. 2 or 3 Catalan players really surging, putting Shorrocks under pressure. The net result is that Kotrich is catching the ball on the 40-metre line, and now Catalans cruise over the halfway line into Toulouse territory.
Yeah, good run from Frank Maria. Coming to his own this season, the young man. French international, now Sexton. Quay Ward brought down. Little kick over the top by Tisson. It's allowed to bounce. Was that a knock-on? But it was smart play there by Hugo Tisson. Shorrocks couldn't grab it.
Yeah, he got a fair nudge in the back, did Shorrocks, just when the chase was going on. It's Tisson who just runs straight up the back of him, I think. Just trying to get to the ball. Gives him a nudge.
If it was just so, we got a hand to him, and then there was a little knock-on, I think, maybe, by Quay Ward. There's going to be a captain challenge. Knock-on or not. So more work for the video referee, Matthew Lynn, to do, John.
Yeah, they're just going to have a look at this full situation. See if there was a knock-on. Shorrocks seems to knock it into himself, and then he goes backwards. Quay Ward dives on it. Smart from Thiessen, isn't it? You know, sharp out of 9. Spots an opportunity to kick behind. Achol-Bot's defending on the other side of the field. Seems to go back off Shorrocks.
Yeah, but was he pushed there by Tisson?
Yeah, I think
that's the call.
Instinctively, you felt like, but is this just a fair challenge for the ball? There's not much in that, Stuart. Shorrocks makes the most of it, knowing that probably that will get looked at. Certain Shorrocks doesn't knock it on. There might be contact from Thiessen that gets penalised. It's just whether it's impacted him enough where you feel like he's disadvantaged, where he can't actually get a fair grip of the ball. I feel like the more they look at it, that's the way it's going to go. Certainly not a knock-on from Shorrocks. Quay Ward gets on it, doesn't appear to knock the ball on. So the question is Tisson, isn't it?
Challenge successful, boys.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a successful challenge, isn't it? It's going to be a penalty, I think, to Toulouse, leading by 2 points to 0. Yeah, the push from Tisson, it was a good idea by Hugo Tisson, but
there was not much in it. I think Shorrocks made the most of it. He knew what he was doing. He put himself between the ball and Achol-Bot. And Tisson had no choice but maybe just to push into the back of him for competition, just to get to the ball. It's been penalised, and a relieving penalty for Toulouse. They were under some pressure there.
Yeah. Oh, big hit. I think Makinson has gone down there, but gets up. Thankfully, he's all right. It looked like he really been hit there. And here is the dangerous Ollie Ashelbot. First time really that we've seen Toulouse inside Catalan territory with the ball. Cator with a short pass. Rubenos looking for a way through. Ashelbot into the line. Oh, escapes 3 men there. Ollie Ashelbot manages to get the ball out. They'll still move it with Lacan. O'Kane on that far side. Pushes off the challenge of Sexton. It comes back for more. Eventually brings him down. Last tackle. That looks like a dangerous kick there from Shorrocks. It's well taken by Tommy Makinson, retiring at the end of the season. May well have run inside a penalty as well. I think Goldberg, yep, too aggressive in the tackle.
Yeah, just taking a bit too much off. Tommy Mack just had a little bit more time. The kick was just fractionally too deep from Shorrocks. Gave Makinson time to get under it, not only get under it, but find the floor. And then he wrestled and fought to win the penalty for his side. As you said, retiring at the end of the year. How good's that man, Ashelbot, by the way? Yeah. He's just showing you everything that he's great at, spinning out with challenges, riding challenges, and just creating carnage among defences.
Yeah. Quite rightly, is in the top 10 for the Steve Prescott Man of Steel for this year. He's
bang on as well, yeah. Bang on. He's had a great year, and there's got to be discussions about him when it comes to England as well at the end of the year, without a doubt.
Here is Maria now, and Dodd, as the rain continues to hammer down at the Stade Ernest Vallon. The boots of Jake Shorrocks, the difference between the two sides. Garcia. Tackle coming in from Jason. Tisson, it's the last, and Sexton now will test Ollie Ashelbot. Makinson does well and slides over, does he? Tommy Makinson. How many times have we seen him do that? And he's done it again. Makinson with a crucial score beats Ollie Ashelbot to the jump. And in a game where tries may be few and far between, Tommy Makinson rolling back the years.
It's just exceptional timing. Firstly, it's a great kick from Sexton. Tommy Makinson sniffs down the middle of the field, knowing that he's got to arrive perfectly. He does. He just out-jumps Ollie Ashelbot, and then in these conditions, it's ideal just to slip over from 3 yards out. Great kick from Sexton. Makinson times his chase perfectly, eyes on the ball, snatches it out of Ashelbot's hands, and then slides over. It's just a question whether he gets it down.
Yeah.
I mean, they'll be having a look at this in the background. There's a question whether he's got that down. Tough conditions, the perfect conditions to slide over the line. Tommy Makinson, a master of timing and arriving on the scene at the right time. He's done that in big games, in grand finals, in Challenge Cup finals. He's doing it here.
Well, they're going to have a look at it, I think, to sure, just to see whether they confirm the try. John Wilkins suspecting that he may not sliding towards the line. Was the ball up or was the ball down?
Yeah, so they're having a look at it in the background.
Yes, they are.
Again, a bit of confusion from the players. Obviously, Tommy Makinson, he's doing his best impression to suggest that they don't need to look at this, because he definitely got the ball down. That's probably showing his hand a little bit. Yeah. I'd actually think as well, I can always tell a lot by how a player celebrates. He was very keen to tell the referee that he'd got this down, which he wouldn't normally do. If you've got the ball down, you'd stand up, but I think he gets it down. With try on the field, it's almost impossible to
try is confirmed, John.
Yeah.
Makinson does get the 4 points. I'm just thinking back, you know, do you remember is it the 2014 grand final?
Yeah, similar, very similar try.
Yeah, Paul Wellens who put the kick up and Makinson grabbing it and scoring by the post.
But important for the viewers at home.
Yeah.
Foregone conclusion here for the 2 points. But once that's set up as a try, you have to have categoric proof that it wasn't down. The final shot, the final frame was the important one, because there was a doubt there whether the ball was down or up. We couldn't see. So Tommy Makinson with a try. It's a somewhat against the run of players, isn't it? Great take, great timing, a fantastically accurate kick over Ashelbot, who's not the tallest, is he? So there's an opportunity there for people to jump and arrive. That's exactly what Tommy Makinson did.
What a career he's had. You've played alongside him, of course. You'll know how good he is.
Yeah, exceptional. Out of backfield, worked so hard. Had a tough time in France, I would say. You know, not always been in the side this year. But great to see his experience coming through there, just executing the kick chase perfectly.
6-2 as the rain continues to hammer down in Toulouse. Just as that try was being given, we saw a flash of lightning as well at the back of the stadium. Storms, thunder and lightning have been predicted. There is Garcia again, always willing. Sexton on the last. Taken well by Laguerre. Penalty, high shot on Benjamin Laguerre.
Yeah, good carry leaning into contact, almost drawing the penalty. Certainly possession and territory are the two most important things. When the conditions are like this, you just need to spend as much time near the opposition line, kick deep and defend, because they can come up with mistakes. What you don't need to do is what Roger Smith does here, and just catch somebody high. Catching Laguerre high is just such an easy way out of your half. And Toulouse now just waltz over the Catalan halfway line into their Catalan territory with such ease off the back of that sloppy penalty.
Well, only their second season in Super League, of course. One of the achievements it would be. They've only won 3 on the spin, but opportunity to win 4 consecutive games. And against your big rivals from 90-odd miles down the road. Belmas it is who's brought down. Mariana, dummy half. Shorrocks. Rumenos. 6-2, Catalan leading, that making some try. Lacan now, and O'Kane looking to offload. A good defence from young Clement Martin. They go the short side, it's on the last, there's nothing doing, and that's a really good defensive set from Catalan. Lacan choosing the wrong option.
Well, I don't mind it though, Stuart. I don't mind him getting tackled there. 5 out, 5 in from the sideline. It's a great place to deal. You know, there's always an opportunity. It's accusation that he's been hit high here. And Roger Smith is kicking off in the background just behind this challenge of Belmas. Looked like such a strong challenge from him. Roger Smith immediately sort of takes to his haunches, pleading with the referee that there's some contact, some high contact, some dangerous contact. No surprise Joe Kay is around the action. James Velo, have a look at this.
Yeah.
As I said,
yeah, in the background, the video referee, Martin Lane, will be having a look at this. Belmas was in.
It was Cater and Belmas.
It looked like a crunching tackle, didn't it?
It did. Cater and Belmas. Cater made the initial contact, and Belmas came in. It's the secondary contact. As Roger Smith then goes straight onto his haunches. So nothing wrong with it. Suggestion maybe.
No foul play.
There's no foul play. It's a fair challenge. Belmas nearly collects him, but he doesn't. Roger Smith stayed down and tried to milk one. Nothing doing here at all.
No. It was Cottridge who raced in.
Well, he warned them, didn't he? He said, don't run in or I'm going to penalise you. Now, if somebody's ran in to jump to Roger Smith defence, it's stupid because they're going to get penalised. And if you say it's Cottridge is going to get pinged here. Yeah. It's a crazy play from him. Vela was very clear. So don't run in, don't amplify situations. Cottridge has done exactly that, leaving Vela with no choice but to make a decision now.
We've reviewed it really closely. There's no foul play. Okay, the issue we have here is you take matters into your own hands. Okay, you took matters into your own hands. As a consequence, the penalty will go against you. There is absolutely no foul play and no need for you to do that. Penalty against him, you've got to cut it out. Okay.
Well, there you go. There's the explanation from James Vela. No foul play.
Well, I blame Eden Roger Smith. He's just absolutely got biffed by Joe Kay and Belmas and lay on the floor like he was injured. And in a sport where you have head injuries and we take it very seriously, I think it's reckless from him to do that, to try and deceive the referee. into the fact he was hit high, and the net consequences, his teammates ran in to protect him in Kotric, and they're penalised. Now Toulouse won't take the 2 here. Looks like they're going to play on, but that's a big moment in this half.
Yeah,
it's a big mistake there from Kotric to concede that penalty.
Taliaferro is on now for Toulouse. It was an easy 2 points if they wanted it. Now Maria and Taliaferro going at it in the tackle. Boiling up nicely, isn't it? So they've turned down an easy 2 from in front of the post. Will the gamble pay off? Marianne now, and here in Taliaferro once more. Who was there to bring him down? But Frank Maria, that's going to get interesting. They're going to come to this right-hand side. Lacan, here is just so 2 hat-tricks this season, always dangerous. Mathieu Jassot. Marianne now is the space for Shorrock with the kick through, and Sexton it is, but there's going to be a penalty with Shorrock's taken out in back play. Sexton is fuming. There's a Toulouse player down, and it's all getting a bit scrappy, a bit messy.
It's brilliant. It's exactly what you want from,
of course it is, from
the Toulouse Catalan derby. As you said, the 3rd game this year. Catalan will be stinging as well after the magic weekend performance, taken to town by Toulouse. But there's people flying in. Marion out the back to Shorrocks. It's Roger Smith gets one back on Keita.
Yeah.
He's got up, he's recovered quickly, and then he's shoulder charged Joe Keita.
Yeah.
Late after the kick's gone through. It's a clear penalty.
Yeah.
It's not covered himself in glory, Roger Smith, over the last 2 or 3 minutes. Tried to milk one that was legit, and then he's illegally shoulder charged Joe Keita out of the way of chasing the kick. Penalty to lose.
Yeah, absolutely. Correct decision. I'm not sure what Benjamin Garcia was arguing about. But again, it looks like they're going to turn down the 2 and go for the try.
In these conditions, they just need to spend as much time down this end of the field as they can. I said possession and territory are the 2 most important things.
Okay, it was brought down. They're with Taliaferro once more. Seen a lot of the balls since he's come on. Signed from Albi for the rest of the season. Now Lacan with a little dummy and a sidestep, and he was nearly through. Great vision, but great tackle from Sexton, his opposite number. But they have a set restart, a 6 again. Ashelbot ducks under 1. Oh, and has he done his hamstring? Oh, dearie me. Dearie me. Has he strained his hamstring there, Ollie Ashelbot? How serious is that going to be? He went down. He looks distraught, doesn't he? You can see there in back play, that might be it for Ollie Ashelbot. But we play on with Taliaferro now. Keita Rumenos out of the back door, picked up again by Joe Keita. That could be a very significant blow for Toulouse. Taliaferro. Still a couple of tackles left in this set. They turned down the easy 2. Marianne puts the kick through, and it's not a very good one. And it'll be a 7 tackle set for Makinson and for Catalan, who survive an onslaught from Toulouse. And I know hindsight's a great thing, but in these conditions, easy 2 points.
Yeah, just saw Ashelbot drip off the bottom of your screen there. Louis Grosimi comes on. That's just devastating for Toulouse. You very rarely see somebody clutch the hamstring and drop like that and it not be quite a significant hamstring injury. But for Toulouse, that is just fundamental to everything good that they do with the ball. Him leaving the field is disastrous news for Sylvain Hules.
Well, it means a huge shift around. Who goes fullback? Grosimi, the young man, has come on. Lewis Dodd puts up a high hanging kick, and it's missed there by, I think it's Laguerre who's gone to full back. And there you go, straight away. Ollie Ashelbot is missed. He was never getting there, was he?
Well, we've just seen a blueprint about what Benjamin Laguerre is going to face up to in the remaining 58 minutes of this game. On the evidence of that, the kick just drifts a little bit away from him. He gets clean nowhere near it. It's a straight drop. Catalan now in a great position. Toulouse's key players off the field. Inexperienced in that position. Laguerre making a mistake from the first kick. Sexton and Dodd will be licking their lips. Great chance.
Tell me, would you have taken the 2 points?
No, I probably wouldn't. They're going to have to score. I think the first 2 points make sense, but they were down 4 points. Yeah. I think they had to push on. They did.
But at the moment, it's Catalan who are pushing on with Allen in front of the post. It was a great kick by Dodd, dropped by Laguerre. Sexton now. Lipowicz goes for the line, and he's just a yard away. Zach Lipowicz. Tisson at dummy half. To the right it goes. Superb. Garcia was trying to get the ball out. Is it a knock-on? It is a knock-on. It's picked up there. And it is a play on. I think it was Laguerre who made the initial error, who pounced on the loose ball, and this time it's Catalan who missed the opportunity. Yeah. 6-2 it remains. Yeah,
wasted chance from Catalan. Not really managed to string much good ball together. Obviously, Tommy Makinson's jump off the Sexton kick for the try, but no real fluency. Obviously, Charlie Staines missing with the knee injury. That's a big miss for them. Good carry here from Ulberg. Like this about Toulouse. When they need to, they're direct.
They've raced through this set. They've gained 65, 70 yards. Toliafu brought down. Chan is on the field. Rumenos has gone off. 15 minutes to half-time. 6-2. Last tackle. There's Lacan who goes high. That's a good kick. Really good kick, and it was knocked on, was it? Yeah, it was. Espiro Bichet there looked in all sorts of bother, but he got away with it. Knock on from Toulouse, and another 7 tackle set for Catalan.
It was a disappointing end to the set, really, because it was a fabulous kick. And almost if you can't get there, just make the tackle and keep Catalan buried deep in a pressurised situation. But it's a relieving penalty. But what a set 6 from Toulouse that was, as Catalan now marched down the field. Full 80-metre set from Toulouse, room 1.
Leeming is on for Catalan, so is Julien Bousquet, plays the ball. Leeming now. Garcia and Sexton, not the best of passes. Picked up by Clement Martin. Running across the defensive line, looking for a way through. Eventually brought down by Jasson. Now Fartape with a little bit of space on this left-hand side. Offloads it to Leeming. Some good news for Toulouse. Belmasters passes HIA, but Sexton is through. Ball goes backwards, picked up by Bousquet, but the little bobble. But Sexton there, Toby Sexton took on the line. It nearly paid dividends. 6-2. Toulouse survived this time. Just to reiterate, Lambert Belmasters passed his HIA, but that was so near, wasn't it? It was Jackie Chan with the ankle tap.
It was a big challenge from Chani, just on the field, obviously coming over, covering from the inside. Sexton just breaking through the middle, jamming his right foot into the ground, finding some space, but good cover, good scramble, good desperation from Toulouse. John Cartwright will just want a little bit more execution, some crispness with how they're attacking, but he's also aware that, as I said, Charlie Staines not being there, and Espiro Bichet, the link between him and Sexton has broken down a couple of times, and that's to be expected.
These conditions as much about patience as anything else?
Patience and discipline with the ball, and picking your moments to play. Prime example of picking your moments when to play.
Another error. A knock on, and now Catalan will get the ball back, and where you come up with the errors as well.
It's a great tackle though, you know, in these conditions, that lower tackle height just under the ball, get your shoulder in just under the point of the ball, often pop out. But Sylvan Hulazing sent me his message, look guys, we've just been under the cosh, like we just escaped, big tackle from Chan to stop Sexton from scoring, and then we just gift them the ball back, and you can't help but feel like they're going to get bitten if they keep doing this.
Yeah, it doesn't look too good for Ollie Ashelbot, but hamstring being strapped on the sidelines, that really would be a big loss for them now. That he won't be coming back, that's for sure. Ruled out for the rest of the game. Hamstring injuries. Never a good look, is it? Here is Busquets. Catalan with another opportunity. Leaving Garcia. Tips the ball up for Allen. Keita there looking to get away with one. Sexton in for Lipovic now, close to that line. Channel Toliafua bring down Zach Lipovic. Another try now would be huge for the Dragons. There's the charge from Allen! Has he got the ball down? Josh Allen stretches over, but it's going to be sent upstairs. Did he manage to keep control? Did he get the ball down? Matty Lynn is the video ref. Try or no? Yeah, just to reiterate that the replays we can't see because of gremlins in the works, because of all the rain. We might get some views here. Here we go. This is it. This is better. Did Allen get the ball down?
Okay, so it's tackle. It's tackle for no try, checking possible obstruction. So the Garcia running that line runs an outside shoulder on Keita. Okay, so he runs an outside line on Keita, which then affects what tackle options he has. So, due to him not being able to get across and have an upright and a front on tackle, in my eyes, he's been disadvantaged. So this is going to be no try obstruction.
Well, there you go, John Wilkin.
Yeah,
no try.
I love it. It's a great call from Mylan, because you know what he's done there? He's promoted Joe Keita actually doing the right thing. Joe Keita got off his job onto the next job. Usually we'd have players milking that and actually inducing or forcing contact with Garcia. He got past Garcia and went to his next task, but he was disadvantaged ever so slightly. There's a no try for obstruction, but I think it's a good decision by the video referee, Matty Lynn.
Good decision by the on-field ref.
Yes, absolutely, yeah.
Because there's no doubt that Josh Allen got the ball down.
Yeah, he's a big fella, Josh Allen, as well. That's Ash Holbot there, strapped up. Sad signs for Ash Holbot. We've just been speaking about what an influential player he's been this year, so sad for him.
A big loss. So 6-2 it remains. I think the rain may have just abated for a little while. More to come later on.
I think you're very optimistic, Stuart.
Cham brought down. Penalty, Garcia not getting out of the way. Frustration for Benjamin Garcia.
Yeah, there's a responsibility to just get out of the way and not affect the play of the ball. It's pretty harsh on Garcia, but Toulouse will take it. That's just what they need, Stuart, because they've just been bogged down their end. Gifted Catalan a few stabs at their line, managed to hold Catalan out, but you felt like they were going to crack, so relief here for Toulouse.
The word is, in this area of the south of France, it's the worst weather they've had for a few years. Toliafua gingerly get up and play the ball. Looks like he's hurt his right leg there. John Toliafua. And back play will get some treatment. Belmas ready to come on. Condon for Catalan was also ready to come on. And here is Belmas. He's past his HIA. 10 minutes to go to half-time. The one try from Tommy Makinson. The difference. McCann eventually plays the ball. Shorrock now. Chip this towards this left-hand side, the right-hand side rather, but it was a knock-on. Yeah, a mistake from Louis Grossonet.
Yeah, stone cold
Not
draw.
going to get away with that, is he?
No, it's just a draw. He's got to take this. That's nothing to do with the conditions. That's just a lapse in concentration. Just has a glimpse up about where he's going to go and where the space is. And by the time Rosemi looks back at the ball, it's on the deck. I think that's going to be the challenge here for Toulouse, is where points come from, because Asholbot, not only is he influential in getting the ball and running when he's in space, he's a chief organiser as well. He's often pulling the strings with Lecan and Shorrocks to get the ball into certain parts of the field. So there's
absolutely involved in everything they do, attacking with ball in hand. The last 3 games, by the way, Toulouse has scored 136 points, 23 tries, would you believe? Fartape gets away from Gisson. Now then, it's a space for Solomona Fartape. It's a poor effort in the tackle there from Matteo Gisson. Catalan have looked more likely, haven't they? With ball in hand. Sexton still trying to offload, but then held is called by the referee. Last tackle, it's Dodd who aim it towards this right-hand side that's taken well by Quay Ward right on his own try line. But yeah, the attack of Toulouse has been impressive. 60 points they put on Catalan at Magic. 46-0, that famous win at St Helens. 30 points they put on York last week.
But they ain't going to score unless they get out of this position where they're in the half. An opportunity here to make the break.
Good, strong tackle on Kane there by
Allen.
He's had a really good game, Josh Allen, and still not had a break, has he? Here's Ulberg.
Release! Offside! Julian, you're
Well, I can confirm, for now, the rain has stopped in Toulouse. The pitch is holding up superbly. Shorrocks on the last, this time. Aim it for Aspuro Bichet, who takes it well. Gisson winning the chase with Grossamy.
He's been quiet as a Aspuro Bichet, not really had much ball, not had a lot to do. And considering how much possession Catalan have had, you expect to see him get on the ball more. He's going to have to find a space and get involved. Strong carry here from Kotric. He's just a pinball.
Tommy Makinson with the only try. Was that a knock-on? Kotric was saying they should have got a penalty. Well, certainly a set restart. Fartape it is inside the Catalan half of the field. Julien Bousquet. Offload to Dodd, but I think held. And he called held. Or was it a knock-on?
Yeah, it's called it. Bousquet's knocked the ball on.
Yeah. Julien Bousquet looking bewildered by the decision.
Fuddled by it, isn't he? He tried to offload it, didn't he? It offloaded it, fumbled it, and it touched a Toulouse player, so technically that is a knock-on. Yeah. So it's a good decision from James Vella. As soon as you lose control of the ball, when it hits an opposition player, that's deemed as a knock-on. So.
He thinks he protested too much.
Yeah. But he was trying to get the offload away. It's just not the conditions to even consider that, not for somebody as experienced as Bousquet, who's been an incredible servant for the Catalan Dragons throughout the years. Very consistent performer in one of the toughest positions on the field. But again, Catalan, opportunity, field position, and not capitalising on it.
320th game for the Dragons, Julien Bousquet, 15 years. Going to do it all again in 2027 as well, we reckon. Taliaferro manages to get the ball away eventually. Tackle from Lipowicz. Does really well. Lecan in the middle of the field. Shorrocks with a no-look pass. That's a great pick-up by Lecan. The ball goes behind Ulberg, then it bounces down, and then it's hacked forward by Kotric. I think they're going to get a penalty, yeah. Ulberg penalised for holding back Nick Kotric. An error and another error. And Catalan will get it back.
It's just too loose from Toulouse, and I spoke about how I've really enjoyed how they've played and expressed themselves. In these conditions, they've just not got it right. They've made mistakes coming out of their own half. Numerous mistakes coming out of their own half. Ironically, Catalan completing down at 65% here, so although they're in good ball.
That's a good offload, but he's called held with the tackle. It was Condon.
They're going to have to build some pressure.
Well, I can report it's absolutely chucking it down once again. Allen close to the line, leaving. Here is Sexton. Dodd with a little kick through. The chase is on. Well, it was well done by Tropice. It'll be a goal line dropout, but in these conditions, that was smart play.
Yeah, smart play. Set up shape around you. Have a lead runner, then kick for your lead. In these conditions, it was a great kick from Lewis Dodd. Gentle, straight kick into the Toulouse goal, and no choice for Tropice but to knock it dead. And that's what I said about building pressure. Build pressure, repeat sets, spend time deep in Toulouse's territory, but they're going to have to execute something.
Shorrock's go for the short dropout. The ball bounces out to touch, so...
Wow. That's massive.
Brilliant. They're going to get the ball back. That was a terrific kick from Shorrock's.
It was, but there's way too much time. Catalan need to be getting something on that, somebody behind that. It's going to be Toulouse's possession. The ball just dripped and touched the sideline, so a great result from them. Pressure built by Lewis Dodd. Pressure relieved by Shorrock from a fantastic short dropout.
Perhaps will be disappointed, John, with not turning the pressure they've had into more points, even allowing for the conditions.
Yeah, they've certainly had the better of it. They've been in the game more, but they need to take a chance.
Again. Closing stages of the first half. The weather is certainly dominating the conditions, making a big difference as to how this game is being played. Belmas. Mariam. There's Lacan with a kick. Making some. Ball goes backwards. It came off Toulouse hand. Play on! Well, I think it was Chan, wasn't it? He was trying to get the ball out. He was caught in two minds whether to run or to kick. And this time, Catalans survives through Fartape.
Yeah, penalty though.
Penalty they're going to get.
It's right across the...
It's just poor discipline from Toulouse, and it's just gifted Catalan the ability to get out the half. Too many penalties.
The game is still very much on the line, but the absence of Oliashel Bot will no doubt hurt Toulouse as this game goes on when they get into attacking positions. Bousquet leaving. Here is Espuro Bichet. Now there going to be any points before half-time. If Catalan can score here, it would be a massive moment.
He's been their best all year, hasn't he, Lipovic? I think he's been a stunning signing. He's done a lot of the grunt work well, but runs a great line.
Oh, Sexton down. Here is Espuro Bichet. Well, chances on! Espuro Bichet! What a try! A real talent, Diego Espuro Bichet. He saw a gap, he went for the gap, and he scored a brilliant solo try. That could be huge on the stroke of half-time. Outstanding.
Yeah, it's great shape. It's Allen first to Sexton, and it's a fantastic line from Roger Smith. Espuro Bichet just puts his foot down, burns Lacan, dots the ball down. He's a footballer, Stuart. Guillermo Espuro Bichet, he's got all the talent in the world. Naturally rides challenges well. What about this for a put down? Great finish from him. In these conditions, to grip the ball, reach over a defending player who's fallen in front of you and dot that ball down. It's great shape from Allen and Sexton. It's a fantastic lead from Roger Smith, but Espuro Bichet does so well to not only take advantage of the space, but to dot that ball down in these conditions. Exceptional, and such a big moment in this game, just moments before the half-time hooter.
Speaking to Steve McNamara last year when he was still in charge, he reckons that this guy could be an absolute superstar. Joel Tompkins, when he took over, thinks the same, and John Cartwright ditto, and they all think that he could be anything. given time. Guillermo Bichet, well, he scored a try. Can we have the extras right on the stroke of half-time? What a time to score. You have to say, did they deserve it as well? Well, Bichet does find the extras. That was a terrific try and a really good kick, even though the hooter actually sounded halfway through his run-up to kick the goal, but he managed to do it, and he managed to do it.
Even without Charlie Staines, a very experienced spine, John Cartwright will be happy. He's got a reaction, 4 defeats on the trot, so they needed to get going. Tommy makes him with the first try of the game. And Toulouse, you feel like they're against it here. These conditions have not suited them in the slightest.
Yeah, but as you mentioned, the loss of Ollie Ashford-Bott could be absolutely crucial for Toulouse. They're just glad as well that he signed a new contract up until the end of 2030, would you believe? There's not surprising, there's a lot of clubs who would like to have him, so even more so, the responsibility is going to go on that man, Thomas Lecan.
Yeah, Thomas Lecan's got a big job. Him and Jake Shorrocks really need to guide this team around now and create some space somewhere. And it's probably going to be Laguerre out the back of it who's going to have to make the most of it. But the physical tussle's important in wet conditions. So whoever fronts up physically is going to give themselves a chance. But I'll reiterate, Catalan are going to have to create and take more chances with the pressure that they've had.
Well, it's 12 points to 2. Catalan are in the lead. We've just lost the game clock at the moment. But we will keep you posted. Using the old-fashioned manual stopwatch, so we'll do our best. Nearly played a minute at the start of the second half, but all the gremlins in the works to do with the weather in Toulouse, which has been inclement to say the worst. Good kick from Dodd, pressure on Laguerre. That's a really good set at the start of the second half. Laguerre deputising for Ashford-Bott at fullback.
It's a great kick from Lewis Dodd, just preying on that right edge winger for Tarpe down in the background. That's worrying for Catalan Dragons, but a really smart kick from Dodd. An organised chase and just catching Laguerre, who's sweating down the middle of the field for a kick from Sexton. Good start from Catalan.
Minute and a half gone in the second half. 12-2, Catalan are in front. Here is O'Kane. 5 tries already this season for Henry O'Kane. Oh, and he was nearly through, wasn't he? But it's given us a forward pass to Jackie Chan. The frustration there. For a moment he thought he might be racing through a gap, Jackie Chan, but called back for a forward pass. And what is it you said about patience and errors?
Yeah, just coming out of your half, don't force things. I think he's worked for them previously, so you can understand it from Toulouse, wanting to move the ball and play an expansive style, but sometimes you've just got to take your medicine if it's not working out for you, and these conditions certainly aren't helping. Just get through to the end of your set, push Catalan deep and defend up. So clearly a forward pass. Taki Chan just not timing his run correctly. It's a good line, a strong line.
Yeah, just waiting to do the scrub. The reason is we saw in back play that after that chase from the kick from Dodd earlier, that Fatati went down in back play attempting to make that tackle on Benjamin Laguerre. It looked like Fatati is not going to be coming back. So another big injury, but this time to a Catalans player.
Yeah, an attacking weapon. So Ashford-Bott's gone. He's a big part of the attacking machine for Toulouse. What for Tarpe, he's been devastating with his ball carrying, his destructive ball carrying over on that left edge. So big loss there for Catalan.
Biscay now and Sexton and the charge on from Eden Rogers-Smith. A little let up in the weather. Sexton with, that's a really good kick from Sexton, chases on, and the ball I think will just go dead. Lewis Dodd was so close there. So they're going to stop the clock. I think that it was cleared by Toulouse, wasn't it? They're going to have a little look here. Given us no try. Dodd was following it up, then he went down. Great kick by Sexton.
Yeah, great kick by Sexton. Dodd chasing in the middle. Yeah, Toulouse knocked the ball dead. It's just whether Lewis Dodd gets a touch. Lewis Dodd's in all sorts, by the way. He's fallen really awkwardly here. He's clearly in agony. Could be a telling couple of minutes here. So for Tarpe gone, looks like Lewis Dodd's gone as the video referee just clears up how the game's going to be restarted here.
You would think it'd be a goal line dropout, wouldn't you?
Well, Ulberg's got the ball in his hands, but I think the most important thing here is that Lewis Dodd's okay.
Of course, he picked up that horrendous Achilles injury, didn't he? At St Helens before he went to play for South Sydney. It was a great kick over by Sexton.
Yeah, it was well judged and well read by Lewis Dodd. So it's just an awkward fall. Lewis Dodd goes to get up quickly and just twists his knee. He's gone.
Oh dear. That's for Tarpe.
You couldn't tell, it was just his knees at first.
Yes.
For Tarpe's definitely gone. Lewis Dodd, we can confirm, isn't.
He looks okay. Yes. That'll be, if he is okay, I'll tell you what, that will be a big boost for John Cartwright.
It was a fair contest.
Yeah.
Let's get the game going, James.
Yeah, I think so. Goal line dropout. Let's get on with it.
Boys. Stay on.
So, yeah, we're underway, and Shorrocks with the goal line dropout, and here is Roger Smith.
Let go now.
We played about 3 minutes of
That was you. No, you got forward, mate.
the second half. We've had a couple of stoppages in play. It's 12 points to 2 in favour of Catalan, and then the error there, I think it may well have been Condon who is normally really good at offloading Ben Condon, but not on that occasion.
It's just not the weather for it. Ben Condon gets his arm free offload straight into Tiaki Chan's hands, and just a couple of loose bits of play from both sides here. I said about the team that settles down and gets into some rhythm and executes. So go on and win. Catalan are certainly in a much stronger position, aren't they? 12-2 up. The opening exchanges.
Well, I'm struggling to remember, John, a real threat to the Catalan Dragons line.
No, there's not been enough. They've just not had any territory, no possession. And when they have had possession to lose, they've often fumbled it coming out of their end. So they're going to have to get some good quality ball to even stretch this Catalan defensive line, because it's just been absent all evening. Yeah,
apologies that the weather affecting our coverage in Toulouse with no score graphic and no live clock on your screen. I can tell you that there's 4 minutes gone, 4 minutes of play in the second half, and it's 12 points to 2 in favour of Catalan. We'll hopefully be able to get the clock back at some stage, but we're in the hands of the weather. The rain that has caused so much so many problems on and off the field. Well, there's the kick, and it's well taken, well watched by Laguerre. The word is that Solomon Tarpe has also suffered a bad hamstring injury, just like Ollie Ashwell-Bott in the first half. Yeah, it could be costly, that, for the Catalan Dragons. Just a word on Toby Sexton. I think one of the big differences between the sides is his kicking game. He came up with an assist for the Tommy Makerson try, almost putting a couple on the plate for the Catalan Dragons, but also tactically just kicking deep and long, forcing Toulouse back onto their goal line. Not a bad set. Yeah, so it eventually played the ball. And Busquet was holding on too long, so he gets a set restart. Another set. Jackie Chan always looking to offload in the tackle. The captain Marion at dummy half. Tagliafuga hard-working, but Frank Maria having none of it.
Needs to be careful there, Frank Maria. Fully had a grip of his head.
Yep. Shorrocks had to take the tackle, looking to move the ball out to the right-hand side. 5.5 minutes on the clock in the second half. 12 points to 2. Catalan in front here. That's a good run, good, strong run by young Romeo Trapez. O'Kane You feel in these conditions that Toulouse need to score next. What can they do here? They may have room on this far side. Lecan, brilliantly taken by Cottridge. Lecan with the kick. Ulberg was waiting to grab it and score. And Nick Cottridge took it superbly well.
Yeah, not only did he take it well, Stuart, he did so well to keep in play, so strong and so balanced. So picked Ulberg's pocket and then managed to stay in the field of play crucially for his teammates.
6 minutes gone in the second half. 12 points to 2. Catalan leading, though tries in the first half from Makinson and crucially right on the stroke of half-time from Guillermo Espuro-Bichet. Yeah, but I agree with you. Lipowicz has been terrific. Carried the ball up there. Zach Lipowicz, a pick-up from the Queensland Cup in Australia. Was on the books of Penrith, but it's been some really good pickups from the second level of the NRL for this year. Yeah,
the obviously reduction in spend. Bernard Gouache decided to spend less on the cap. And there's some young guys have been given an opportunity. Lipowicz is one that's taken that opportunity and been great in Super League, hasn't he? Better process here from Toulouse. So they got down that end, got to a kick, defended up well, and now then they're flooded into the Catalan territory. This is what was lacking from them in that opening 40 minutes, or 58 minutes, should I say.
8 minutes gone in the second half. Here is Marion, 12 points to 2. The chase is on. Into the corner. Gossaby goes for it, and Makinson does really well. Tommy Makinson, old head on old shoulders, but using all his experience there.
Yeah, positionally really smart. Marion just with a kick behind the line. Gossaby was chasing. Marion was really smart out of 9. He creates loads of havoc with deception, but that's a great kick, right-footed kick into the corner. Tommy Makinson does incredibly well to cover. He's in a bad spot to start with. Competes really hard, gets back there. Nice frosted tips for Tommy Makinson in the south of France. I like it.
Yeah, picked up by Laguerre, and here is Belmas into battle once again for Toulouse. But John quite rightly says that a lot more notes about what Toulouse are doing in this second half, but they just need now to create something, and they get another set restart. Here is Jackie Chan. Chan and Taliafu have made a difference. Lecan now, and they swing it out to this left-hand side. Shorrocks, chance for the corner for Trapeze, and he's in. Brilliant quick hands from left to right. And young Romeo Trapeze gets the try for Toulouse, gets the reward, and they're right back in it. 12 points to 6, 10 minutes gone in the second half. Kick to come.
Yeah, it was a beautiful right to left shift. It's Lecan who starts it to Shorrocks, and then once it gets in Laguerre's hands, this is a gorgeous ball from him. Trapeze does well just to cling on with that left hand of his. Laguerre started the game on the wing, obviously, now deputising at full-back for Ollie Ashall. But what about this pass from Laguerre? Just gets it straight out, he catches it clean, flicks it to Trapeze, who's then strong enough to finish in the corner. But it's great from Lecan, nice and square to start with. That preserves some space. Shorrocks, same again, preserving space. Laguerre, great hands from him. And that's off the back of a 5-minute cycle of just completing your sets, getting down to your opponent's end, keeping Catalan there, defending well. That process has earned them that try. What they did in the first half was sloppy and loose and just invited Catalan to be 12-2 up.
They've earned the right to score.
They have indeed, yeah. Built pressure and executed a play. Well done.
So Shorrocks off the touchline. It stopped raining again in Toulouse. Oh, that's a beauty. That's a beauty from Jake Shorrocks. We've played 11 minutes of the second half. Apologies once again. The technical problems that the rain has caused in Toulouse. That try, that goal makes it Toulouse 8, Catalan 12, all to play for.
Yeah, just a 4-point difference now between these two sides. And Catalan, as I said, in the first half, having the better of it in terms of field position and territory, just not coming away with enough points, Stuart. And that score is crucial. It just reins Catalan right back in now. Just one unconverted score away for Toulouse. And if they can keep up this momentum, keep completing their sets of 6, they're a massive chance in this game.
Oh, but straight from the kick-off, Tagliafico puts the ball down, and the commentator's curve strikes John Wilkin.
Scratch that. Just drop it 5 yards out from your line.
Now, how costly will that be? Chris Satay is on for the Catalan. Here's Julien Busquet. Josh Allen has gone off on a performance he's put in, a stint. The Australian prop forward. Satay is going to make a charge for the line. Look at him go. 4 blue shirts involved in stopping him, putting the ball down.
Well, they've done well there, Chan and Marion, to hold Satay up. He's lethal within your 5 yards. First carry.
Well, having got back in the game, is the error going to cost them? Young Clement Martin looking to offload to Kotric. Tropice and Lacan it was with the tackle for Toulouse. Now here is Nick Kotric looking for a way through. These are huge moments. Last one. Leeming with a kick through. Now was that ball to man or not? Was it played out? It's still the last. Ball is kicked forward by, it's like a pinball machine. It's still the last. Play on, and the ball goes to ground, and it's pounced on, I think, by Jasson. It was all happening there. Jasson having some afters with Lewis Dodd, but it was. Who was the pinball wizard?
Thank the Lord that didn't go to a captain's challenge.
Yes.
We'll be still picking that one apart tomorrow morning.
13 minutes gone. Toulouse 8, Catalan 12. Here is Ulberg.
Yeah, he's been good, Ulberg, as well. You know, he's very dangerous to stop. You need strength in your backfield carries, and Catalan showing it here in spades. Quite Ward. Just giving the forwards a breather, but just importantly making good meters around the middle third of the field.
Belmas putting in some hard yards in the second half after pass a head injury assessment in the first half. Tagliafico now. Lagarde coming into the line. Here is the dangerous Jasson. Always looking to offload Jasson. 13 tries this season, Matteo Jasson, including 2 hat-tricks. There's the kick from Shorrock, and a good take by Espuro Biche. What a good take. There's a player down.
It's costing he's fortunate he wasn't penalised. I thought he came through Espuro Biche's legs. It's a great take from him, but the cycle that we spoke about Toulouse that have nailed in this second half is evident once again. Kick into the corner. Now they'll be looking for an aggressive, tight defensive line that gains some control of the speed of the run.
15 minutes gone in the second half. Toulouse 8, Catalan 12. Sexton boots a ball to relieve the pressure. That's a brilliant kick from Toby Sexton. Look where Benjamin Lagarde is taking it. Lagarde deputising at fullback for Ollie Ashelbot, but that was terrific from Toby Sexton.
Great kick, 70 yards on it. And just shifted the dial a little bit, maybe got a little bit of field position back for his team, but Toulouse are carrying with venom now. There's a real direct way that they're playing. It's through the middle third. It's tiring out defenders like Lehman, like Satay, like Maria.
Yep.
It's effective.
Mariano dummy half. Tagliafico, he's put a shift in, hasn't he? That error, that one error, apart from that, he's been very effective. Lacan. Here is Tropice, the try scorer. Mariano dummy half again. 17 minutes gone in the second half. 12-8, Catalan in front. Lacan with the kick. Espuro Biche under pressure from Ulberg. Brilliant take from the young man.
Fantastic. His rugby instincts, his rugby IQ is naturally so high. As he learns the nuances of the game more and more, he's just going to become incredibly dangerous.
Makinson brought down by Jasson. Catalan lost the last 4 games against Warrington, Toulouse at Magic, Leeds and Saints. Toulouse win, reminding you, they will go above Catalan in the Super League table.
Yeah, Toulouse have performed remarkably well. It's a great kick. Again, good yardage kick from Catalan, getting themselves out of trouble when they've not made yards. It just drops outside of the 20-metre line. Ulberg brings the ball back in field. It's been a real highlight of the Catalan game. Even when they've got in trouble, they've kicked well. Both Dodd and Sexton have found space and found grass. That's really saved the Catalan Dragons. The kicking game here today, their attack hasn't been far from fluent. One glimpse from Spiro Bichet. Scores 12-8 to the Dragons off the back of the Tommy Makinson try in the first half. And the Spiro Bichet try just on the stroke of half-time, but Toulouse have really had the better of it here in this second half so far.
17 minutes gone in the second half. 12 points to 8 in favour of Catalan. And play will be stopped again. Paul Ulberg going down in the tackle. Worth mentioning as well, by the way, that it might be more bad news for Toulouse because their halfback, Thomas Lecare, who a lot will go through, especially after the absence through a hamstring injury of Ollie Ashelbot. Well, he has gone off Lecare for an HIA. He is having a head injury assessment, and that would be an even bigger blow.
Yeah, we're just trying to work out where the context with Ulberg is here. It's a crusher, isn't it? It's completely accidental. Ulberg sits down. Chris Satay's weight comes through the back of his neck. Completely accidental because of the greasy conditions. He just slips away. Satay really has nowhere to go but fall on top of him. Certainly no foul play. They'll have a look at that at the match review panel, but for me that's just the conditions. But fine, Ulberg's up. Wow, here we go.
Look at this. Jab. Brilliant stuff. He's got support from O'Kane if he needs it. Somehow manages to hold on to it. Well, was it a knock-on? The chance has gone. The chance has gone. It looked like it was going to be under the sticks. It was a brilliant break, wasn't it? From Hugo Garrigues, who's on for Lecare. I think he's given it as a forward pass, hasn't he?
Yeah. O'Kane was in space. Great support play from him. Alarming space around the ruck for the Catalan Dragons. It's Garrigues with a fantastic first touch. Jumps out of dummy half to the left, creates some space, but worrying for Catalan that was so easy.
Well, Garrigue, normally a hooker, he might have to be in the halves here. Well, we wait to see what happened with Thomas Lecare and his head injury assessment. 18 minutes on the clock. Toulouse 8, Catalan 12. Satay with the run. Did he lose the ball there?
Knock on in the ruck.
Yeah, looked it. Play on, says the referee. Now Lewis Dodd will play on. And here is Lipowicz. Good tackle coming in from Louis Gossamet on that far side. If you are just joining us, the weather has been awful in the south of France with heavy rain. It has caused a few technical problems for the broadcast, which is why there's no score box or live clock, but I can tell you that there is 18 and a half minutes gone, and I can tell you that Catalan are leading by 12 points to 8. Sexton more and more influential with ball in hand and with the boot. That's a great take. What a really good take that is.
Clyde Ward, yeah.
He's a Cray Ward.
Yeah, the Toulouse back three have got a job on. They've had to deal with Sexton and Dodd's accuracy of their kicking games, putting them deep into corners, challenging catches, but this is what they've done so well in the second half. Ulberg made yardage, been direct, stopped moving the ball around so much, which caused them so many yardage errors in that first half. It's been a much cleaner second half here for Toulouse.
Yeah, well, you can see young Hugo Garrigues, 20 years of age, French under-19s international. Only his 7th game for the club already. A big influence. James Rumenos is back on as well for Toulouse. Fox with the kick taken. Well, the familiar figure of Tommy Makinson. We're approaching the midway point of the second half as Makinson goes down in the tackle. 12 points to 8, Catalan leading.
That's worrying for Tommy Makinson. He clutched his calf straight away as soon as he's gone down. But Catalan need to get themselves organised, really, find some shape, and just keep playing. But this is good from Lehman out of dummy half. Has a quick ruck, runs, and they need to generate more quick rucks so Cruz Lehman can get on the ball. It's the most obvious and direct route to attack, isn't it? out of 9.
Busquets. Here is Frank Maria. Well, he's hurt his knee in the tackle then. Jackie Chan, formerly teammates, of course, and he went down awkwardly, didn't he, in the tackle?
Yeah, didn't like it, Maria. It's almost a throw by Chan. He almost picks Maria up, tosses him over his leg. It's a nice...
Apologies there from Chan, as I say, former teammates.
It's almost a hip drop. Maria does so well to get his leg out of the way. When we say a hip drop, just watch Jackie Chan, his hip just go down through the lower leg. That breaks a leg. If Maria doesn't get out of the way, that's incredibly dangerous. It's a difficult situation because Chan is beat by Maria. Maria's pushing through the line. Well, that's what we see. We see challenges like that. We saw on Aaron Lindop, didn't we, earlier in the year, where he just wins the contact, falls through the line. And I think it was a Spiro Biche on that night, fell on the back of his leg. Very similar incident there, but Maria managed to get his leg out of the way.
I think it'll go on report, the incident will be looked at by the match review panel on Monday. 21 minutes played. Apologies again. Conditions affecting the broadcast in Toulouse. No graphics, no match graphics, so no clock and no scoreline. But 21 minutes gone in the second half. Toulouse 8, Catalan 12. Catalan led 12-2 at half-time. One score in the second half from the young Toulouse centre, Romeo Trapiche, and Shorrocks with the goal. 4 points in it. This is the last one. Sexton's kicking has been excellent in the second half. That's another good one. Ball goes back from Dodd, and then kicked forward by Leeming and taken well there by Shorrocks. I just wonder, though, whether Laguerre was actually obstructed going for that. Yeah,
Shorrocks comes up with the ball, though. The Catalan again resorting to the kicking game to sort of get them out of trouble, because everything else they're doing with the ball is as ugly as it could be.
Yeah, absolutely. But the boot of Toby Sexton has been all important, hasn't it, for Catalan in the second half. Here is Garrigue from dummy half, brought down by Satay and Condon. Well, the ball there, I think, came off Condon, didn't it?
Yeah, Condon has a swipe at this.
Well, play on, and yeah, I think they may have got away with that one there.
I think he went backwards off Condon anyway. He's had a swipe and pulled it out. It was just a slap at the ball, one-on-one, came out of Marian's hands, and now Catalan in a great position.
Yeah, careless from the Toulouse Olympique captain. Here is Ben Condon, again always looking to offload. Here is Sexton, little sidestep, goes through the gap, Sexton! 23 minutes gone in the second half, 12-8, Catalan leading. Dodd now, the space if he needs it. The Cottridge, can he get over? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blue jerseys.
He's butchered it.
Banging back and pushing back, and then the knock-on from Sexton. Heroic defence, 12-8, Catalan lead, 18 minutes to go. And some good news for Toulouse. Thomas Lecan has passed his HIA, he will return.
Yeah, it's a dipping pass. Sexton can't take it. He's furious at the quality of that pass. But I just felt like Cottridge had a chance just to use his strength and stay on the outside, and I think he gets the ball down. His Trapiche made a shocking read opposite him. A late, aggressive read. It just left Cottridge in all sorts of space, but Sexton fuming. He knows their core skills, the very basic fundamental parts of the Catalan attack just haven't been there tonight. To get into a good position, poor pass. It's only really the kicking game of Sexton and Dodd that looks like creating opportunities. It's a gift, this, for Toulouse. Just give them the ball back when they should be defending their own line.
The game is still there to be won.
Toulouse have been good in yardage as well. They've made easy meters, whether it's out of dummy half, like Grossamy here, who just stays stood in the challenge and just ekes out 3-4 more meters.
Garrigue, play on.
Busquets in the ruck.
We've got a penalty here, Hugo Garrigue. Julien Busquets disagreeing with the referee as he would. 23 minutes, we reckon, gone in the second half. 12-8 Catalan lead.
Yeah, it's smart from Garrigue because he knows Busquets there. Now he doesn't throw the ball into him. This is going to get challenged.
Yes, I think so.
We have the captain challenge. Catalans are challenging. Guys, I'm setting it upstairs. Catalans are challenging decision of standing in the ruck. We're going to view it, mate.
Yeah, Catalan are challenging the decision that Busquets is standing in the ruck. Now he clearly was, but it just depends whether Garrigue intentionally milks this. He's certainly in the ruck, isn't he? It's just whether... We've seen him, haven't we, where the dummy half passes the ball straight into them, and that's deemed as trying to manipulate the rules, and it's a penalty. It's unsportsmanlike misconduct, yes. So the question is not whether Busquets is in the ruck. He is. It's just whether this move here from Garrigue is intentional. It's not. Yeah, this will be an inconclusive challenge.
Because the referee can't be when I've cut the release. It will be.
So the referee's decision on this occasion will be final. Catalan will keep their captain challenge, but inconclusive it is. We've got 16 and a bit minutes to go. 12 points to 8 in favour of Catalan. The penalty has gone to Toulouse.
Interesting that was inconclusive because it was a penalty. So they were challenging, yeah, anyway.
So 4 points in it. 15 minutes or so to go. 12-8 Catalan in front. Here is Joe Keita. The only points in the second half, a try from Trapiche and goal from Shorrock on the home side. Their victory over York last week, by the way, was their first win at the Stade Ernest Vallon since they beat Huddersfield. That's at Castleton, sorry, in round 2. But now, Laguerre, the ball goes...
Obstruction.
Well, it's obstruction. It's obstruction, Laguerre.
Yeah, I think Vela's claiming that O'Kane has obstructed a Catalan defender. That's why they were in so much space. He just drifts to the outside. It's not needed from O'Kane. You only really want to do that if you get the ball.
Yeah, miscommunication, wasn't it?
Yeah, it just makes contact with Sexton.
Well, we have the clock back. There is 15 minutes to go. Catalan leading by 12 points to 8. Yeah, the win over York, it was the first at that ground since round 2 in February against Castleton.
Yeah, it's not been happy hunting at home for Toulouse. They've had 5 wins on the road, only 2 wins at home, so they've much favoured being away from home. And they're in a tricky spot here. They've certainly been the better team in the second half, but Catalan, that 4-point lead is even more valuable in these conditions because points are a premium. Yeah. Very difficult to handle the ball, but Catalan now, for the first time, really, in this half, getting good position.
Clement Martin, ball bobbling around, picked up there by Eden Rogers-Smith. Last tackle in this set. Josh Allen is back on the field. Sexton with that teasing kick towards the corner. Ball goes backwards, does it, from Kay Ward? Or was it a knock-on? It may well be a knock-on. Catalan are going to get the ball back, and this could be huge. But the boot of Toby Sexton, again, all important.
Yeah, Kay Ward just almost giving himself up there. Certainly admitted that he dropped the ball pretty much immediately to James Vela. But again, a smart kick from Sexton, accurate kick from Sexton. Just puts the ball into an interesting area where your outside backs are scrambling to come in to catch that. This is the ball game, really. Toulouse defend this, they're a chance. Catalan score. Feel like it's game over.
Well, in these conditions, the kicking game is absolutely massive. And in the second half, the kicking game from Toby Sexton has been spot on. Here he is, and the impressive Josh Allen brought down in front of the post. 4 points in it, 13 minutes to go. Leeming now, and here is Sexton looking for willing runners, finds young Clement Martin. Keita there with the tackle. Espiro Bichet in at dummy half. Here is Satai looking for a way through, and Garrigue does enough to bring him down. But danger signs here for the home side. Ball goes out to The try that wins it for Catalan. Tommy Makinson gets another beautiful looping pass, wasn't it? And Makinson is in at the corner, and score they do, and increase they lead they do. Celebrations for Catalan, celebrations for Makinson.
Yeah, it's Satay just lays the line, gets a quick ruck, and then once the ball gets into Sexton's hands, he's got options, he chooses to go over the top. It's delightful to Makinson with a relatively easy finish in the corner. The first real piece of ball-in-hand execution from Catalan, and it's from Sexton, the man who's been devastating with his boot, has built pressure with his boot, has got Catalan out of trouble with his boot, puts Tommy Makinson in with his hands.
Yeah, well, it was the boots of Sexton that set up the try, because it forced the error, didn't it, from Ethan K. Ward. And then the hands of Sexton with a beautiful looping pass, and Makinson scored.
Yeah, great vision and great timing from Tommy Makinson on the end of it as well, but good execution from Sexton, great vision, tough kick here for Espiro Biche.
16 points to 8. What can Espiro Biche do right off the touchline? Just going to the right of the post. Well, Thomas Lecare is back on the field for Toulouse, and that could be important. Well, they've got to score twice with 11 minutes to go. 16-8 Catalan lead.
Yeah, just take a look at Sexton's ball. Just delayed it, just held it, let the defence implode on their own, and then pick your pass. You just waited and waited till somebody made a rash decision. Executed the pass perfectly. Great finish from Tommy Makinson. Crucial score in this game, Stuart. Crucial.
Well, they go short with the kick-off. I don't think it's gone 10. No. They're just going to let the ball bounce. And, well, it was worth the gamble. It's a penalty. It didn't go 10. And it's a penalty to Catalan on halfway. Yeah,
big moment. Off the back of the Sexton. Short kick that built the pressure. Sexton pass try. And then a short kick-off that's not made the 10. It just gifts Catalan another opportunity to turn the screw on a Toulouse performance that's been spirited in the second half after a first half that was calamitous, full of errors. Gifting Catalan possession, been better in this second half, but the last 5 minutes, Catalan have the opportunity now to finish this off.
Yeah, haven't they missed Ollie Asher-Bott with the positions that they've been in at the other end of the field? Another good charge down from Condon. 16-8, 10 minutes to go. Sexton with a pick-up. Here is Lewis Dodd now, and the ball finds its way. Chance now, Ken Ward down this right-hand side. Has he got support? Dipping inside, looking for support. He doesn't quite have it, Ethan K. Ward. But the intercept has given Toulouse an opportunity. They get a set restart as well. They've got to score twice to get back in this game. Trapiste with the offload. Here is Lecam back on the field. Brought down by Martin. 9 minutes to go. Keita. Biggest crowd of the season, approaching 10,000 in the Stade Ernest Vallon. Have they got something special in their locker to get a couple of tries and snatch this game? Long pass out, there's a room now for Trapiste, and can he go in? Can he get the ball down? Romeo Trapiste, he stopped right on the line.
It's a massive tackle from Espiro Biche, who's covering across. Trapiste just had the line beckoning. He checked back inside. Looked like he'd scored it. I think
Ulberg was on his own.
He's got to score that or pass the ball to Ulberg. If he goes back inside, he has to score. Massive tackle from Espiro Biche.
Yeah, well, performance. But here's McGinn looking for a way through. Condon with the tackle right in front of the line. On the last chance now for Lecam. They've got numbers now if they can pick the ball up. O'Kane puts the kick through. Chases on. Well, completely the wrong option. They had numbers. Spurs. They were stacking on the left-hand side. They had a chance. They lost momentum. And they've lost possession. And have they lost the game? 16-8 the score.
Yeah, it was scrappy from Toulouse. There's a big contact.
On Garrigue.
Garrigue in the middle of the field. That will be looked at, without a doubt, you'd suggest. He stayed down, didn't he? He felt like there was a big shot on him. There's Eden Rogers-Smith, who collects him. And it's just what that contact looks like. Whether it's head on head, shoulder on head.
Well, this is going to be a penalty. Toulouse have got another opportunity, a great opportunity. The hit on Hugo Garrigue.
Well, they need to score, don't they? So they need possession, and they need to score in this set of 6. A wasteful chance. Trapiche in loads of space. Just bombed one. We're going to have to create another opportunity.
Yeah, the video ref, actually, Lynn is looking at this.
It's just assessing whether
it was late or not.
Eden Rogers-Smith hits him where it's where the contact is. I'd imagine what we're looking at. And so Garrigue stays down after the pass. So it's late. Yes, it's head on head. So it's a penalty. So it's head on head. I feel that's dangerous. I feel like it's a dangerous challenge. They're going to put it on report.
Got to go on report.
We can't determine the point of contact. It will be placed on report.
So James Vella,
it's 20-metre race.
so we can't determine the point of contact. I think we could, James. You just saw 2 heads come together.
Yeah.
It's not foul play.
It's high. It's head clash.
No penalty.
Yeah, it'll be looked at by the match review panel. No penalty. Wow.
20-metre restart. That's a big call.
Wow.
Toulouse thought they'd run the penalty. We certainly thought
That's
that
a shocker, that.
it was late. Penalty, John?
It was late, and he hit him in the head with his own head. How that's not a penalty? Like, I don't know what that is. You can't establish a point of contact, I'm sorry. Wow.
Well, 7 minutes to go. 16 points to 8 in favour of Catalan.
Ball steal. Well, Kane's had a good swipe at this one. He stole the ball.
Yeah.
And he challenged the referee, didn't pick it up.
Yeah, it's going to be another captain challenge, isn't it?
Challenge.
Yeah.
Catalans are challenging the decision of lost after held.
Okay. Well, they're going to see.
Yeah, so they're challenging the decision of lost the ball after the held call. So
Thanks, guys.
Catalan team believe that the referee had called held, therefore the play's dead. The O'Kane definitely steals the ball, without a doubt. Yeah, it's a clear ball steal. So when was the held? I don't understand when there would have been a held call. Garcia's still progressing forwards. It's a ball steal from O'Kane.
Yeah.
It's Catalan possession. So O'Kane clearly grips the ball, rips the ball out. Garcia's still moving forward, so the referee hasn't called held at this stage. Yeah, O'Kane steals this ball. It's a simple one.
So it's another big call. And a couple of moments ago, we had the call, didn't we, after Garrigue was hit late in front of the post.
There's no pulling motion on that ball, is what I'm hearing the video referee saying, which is just wild. O'Kane has a pull at it. There's no doubt in my mind. I've been in tackles like this. He pulls this ball out, for sure. He pulls the ball out.
Yeah. Well, there you go. The challenge is unsuccessful.
I agree with Toby Sexton's first.
Yeah.
I think that's...
It's going to be given as a knock-on. Toulouse will get the ball back. Another controversial call. The other one, of course, with Garrigue was he not hit late by Ian Roger-Smith right in front of the post. 16-8, 6 and a bit minutes to go. Worth saying as well, by the way, 2 tries tonight for Tommy Makinson. He's now on 209 Super League tries, 4th on the all-time chart. The 5th time he's scored 2 tries this season. He's been a player, hasn't he, in the Super League era, Tommy Makinson.
Exceptional career. Won the lot, hasn't he? It could be costly, that, from the video referee. That, for me, that's a ball steal from Henry O'Kane, and Ben Garcia and Toby Sexton fuming. But most importantly, it gives Toulouse a chance here.
Yeah, glimmer, doesn't it? Cam brought down. The clock is against them. They've got to score twice. They've got 6 minutes to do it. Garrigue at dummy half. Here is Lacan. They've got a chance their arm. Henry O'Kane now. Sexton. Smith with the tackle. Shorrocks, they go to the right-hand side. We're just so always dangerous with ball in hand. Well read by Dodd and by Zach Lipowicz, the impressive Zach Lipowicz. But it is the last. Shorrocks goes across fields. Brilliant take from Kotrick.
That's a great take from Kotrick.
Yeah.
Fantastic take, but there's an escort.
I think there was an escort by young Clement Martin. Kotrick took it superbly. It's a penalty going Toulouse's way.
Yeah. Martin just spotted escorting off a Toulouse chaser. Kotrick with a great take, you're right, Stuart. It was a fantastic take from him, but he was aided by his teammates. Interestingly, Toulouse going for 2 points here. So they don't feel they can score 2 tries in the closing 5 minutes, so they're going to try and take 2 and then box a try off, try and take it to golden point.
Makes some sense.
It does, yeah, it does. They get the ball back as well. I mean, it's all assuming Shorrocks pops this over. It's a good decision if he does. If he misses it, it's not a great call.
So Shorrocks to make it 16 points to 10, with time possibly to score a converted try. And he does just that, so the clock will stop because we're into the last 5 minutes. 4 minutes and 20 seconds to be exact. 16 points to 10, and they know exactly what they've got to do.
Yeah, all I would say with that, with taking the 2 points, is once they got the 2 points, they knew they needed a try. Are they going to get in a better position than they just were to score the try? They're going to receive the ball now deep in their own half. Feel like you're probably better off trying to get the 6 points out the way whilst you're down there. But Toulouse get a chance, and they'll throw this around and they'll play with some width. And just Catalan need a really square, connected defensive line, and they close this game out.
16 points to 10 it is. Waiting for our graphic to be updated. Again, apologies for the technical problems that we've had tonight. And there is the error. Oh, there is the error from Joe Cater. And Sabatas as well. 16 points to 10, and that may be that, John. That may be that, the error.
Well, Ben Garcia's fuming here. He's saying Joe Cater's elbowed him in this melee. He signalled his elbow. Yeah, 2 loose forwards going at it, both competitive. Ben Garcia wasn't happy about something, but that is the game blown from Toulouse. You go for 2 points, why? Because you're going to build a set and go down the other end of the field and score, and Cater drops it on play 2, so the tactics have backfired now.
$16 points to 10 in favour of the Catalan Dragons. They have possession close to the Toulouse line. No doubt that the absence of Ollie Asher-Bott has been significant as far as the home side are concerned with ball in hand. Leaving now the impressive Sexton. Here is Frank Maria. Can they finish with a flourish, with a final try? Josh Allen, what a good game he has had, by the way, in the front row. Terrific effort. Leeming switches the direction. Smith now. Roger Smith will go for the try! Just short, just short. Even Roger Smith under the post. Last one. Well, the referee, what's he going to give here?
Well, saying the guy's offside, so he's come through the ruck to pick the ball up.
Yeah.
So he's give a penalty against Toulouse for Laguerre.
Yeah, I think
stepping
so.
around and being offside within the ruck area.
This is a defensive penalty. Players can't reach around.
Yeah, so
they need to allow
James Vella saying the player can't reach around in the ruck. But Cruz Lehman is an argument. Cruz Lehman leaves the ball on the floor. Now what happens there is he's absolutely entitled to go and dive on that.
Penalty, reaching around, taking the ball away. Cruz needs the ability to pick the ball up. Time on.
So James Vella saying that Cruz Lehman needed the ability to pick the ball up. I think he did. He just left it there for Laguerre. So, whether that's smart from Cruz Lehman fishing for a penalty, I think Laguerre's well within his rights. There's been a couple of tough calls on both sides here, actually. A tricky night for the referees. There's lots going on, lots of challenges, lots of dissent, lots of pushing and shoving. But Spirit Biche with an easy one.
Yep.
Just to make it 8 points and make it comfortable for the last 90 seconds.
A big win for many reasons for the Catalan Dragons. Their season is all but over. They've got too much to do, you would think, to get into the playoffs. But after losing 4 on the spin and then losing by 60 points to 18 just 3 weeks ago at Magic Weekend, thrashed by 60 points by Toulouse. And here comes the Spirit Biche, and there are 2 more points, and it's 18 points to 10 with just over a minute to go.
Yeah, for Catalan Dragons and John Cartwright, I think he can take real heart in the fact they've only conceded 10 points, but I think he'll also be disappointed with the conditions to have conceded that number as well. Toulouse haven't been brilliant. They've really improved in the second half. They've definitely missed Oli Ashol, but the Catalan Dragons with the ball, that's where the issue is for me. With their experienced spine in these conditions, I'll give them their kicking game has been fantastic, but everything else aside from that has just not flowed for them.
Yeah. Well, they get the ball back from the short kickoff. Keita plays it. Lecam with the kick over the top. The chase is on. It was a set restart anyway, and Kotrick had dragged into touch. They will get the ball back with only 30 seconds to go after losing 4 on the spin. Huge win for Catalan, but away at their big rivals as well.
Yeah, it's a big win for them. It's an ugly performance, an ugly win, but they just needed 2 points off the back of 4 defeats. Toulouse have been in great form, as we said, 3 wins on the spin, and looking like they can score points freely. The conditions have hampered everything here tonight, haven't they? Certainly hampered Toulouse's ability to move the ball, as they have a stab here. Laguerre now, who's filling in at full-back, they've just not really got into the stride. Much better in the second half from Toulouse, but just not good enough.
Well, Lecam puts a little kick over on the last, and they may well come up with a try from Joe Keita. Do they, as the hooter goes? Well, there you go. Too little, too late. Joe Keita it is, I think, who gets the touchdown right on the hooter. Some words again between the players, and Condon involved. It's not going to make any difference to the result. Kick over the top from Lecam. So Keita will get the try. That will be the end of it. Will they go for? Well, they're just waiting still for the try to be confirmed here. The try is confirmed from Joe Cater. They've just come up short, haven't they, at the end? 18 points to 14. But the hooter had gone as Joe Cater put the ball down. Now, what's interesting is that they're looking to see if there was any contact on Joe Cater after he put the ball down. And that would be very, very interesting, because that could mean an 8-point try.
Wow.
This could be an incredible finish to the game. Was there contact with Cater after he put the ball down? It's 18 points to 14.
Yeah, the video referee, Matty Lynn, is definitely having a look.
Yep. Yeah, there's no afters. It's just a try. There'll be no penalty. There'll be no additions. Shorrocks will put over the 2, and that will be that. Toulouse 16, Catalan 18. It's finished in a scrappy derby game at the Stade Ernest Vallon. Toulouse just didn't have the nous in that second half to get the job done, where Toby Sexton in your picture there and Tommy Makinson did. Makinson's try crucial, but the involvement of Sexton was huge in that second half.
Well, he did what he needed to do. He kicked the ball accurately. In these conditions, kicking game was always going to be crucial.